You ever notice how every time we ask for something basic, feed kids, fix roads, make college affordable, give people health care, the answer is always the same? We can't afford it. We can't afford it. That's the line. That's the script. That's the lie. Because somehow, magically, we can afford war. Every time, instantly, no hesitation, no debate about cost, no how are we going to pay for it, just a blank check with your name on it and your kid's future as collateral. Since the 1990s, we've poured over $8 trillion into wars. Trillion. With a T, that's not a budget, that's a civilization. That's an entirely different version of America that we chose not to build. You want to talk about what that means? Let's talk about it. That kind of money feeds kids at school forever. Not expand the program, not pilot a new initiative. I'm talking about feeding children at a scale so massive that hunger in classrooms becomes a story from history books. You could have covered trillions of meals. Do you understand that? Trillions. Instead, we funded bombs. That same money could have made public college so accessible it wouldn't even be a debate anymore. We're talking hundreds of millions of full college educations, entire generations walking into adulthood without debt chains around their necks. Instead, we financed war zones and called it strategy. Infrastructure? The entire country could have been rebuilt, not patched, not we'll get to it next fiscal year. Rebuilt. Roads, bridges, water systems, transit, rail, modern, efficient, actually functioning like a first world nation should. We're sitting here arguing over potholes while we spend enough to basically fix everything. Public transportation, you could have had high-speed rail crisscrossing this country, coast to coast, city to city, like the rest of the developed world. Instead, we chose convoys in deserts over trains at home. Healthcare? Don't even get me started. We're out here rationing insulin, debating coverage, bankrupting families over medical bills, while we spent enough to fund public health systems for generations. Generations. You could have funded the CDC for centuries, the NIH for over 100 years. Imagine what diseases we could have prevented, what lives we could have extended. But no, we invested in destruction instead of prevention. And here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. That money didn't just disappear. It didn't go to freedom. It didn't go to some noble, clean, moral outcome. A massive chunk of it went straight into the pockets of a handful of defense contractors. Billions turned into trillions flowing upward. War isn't just policy, it's business. And business has customers. Guess who the customer is? You. And what did we get in return? Over 940,000 people killed directly in post-9/11 war zones, hundreds of thousands of civilians, not soldiers, civilians, families, kids. And when you factor in everything that comes after, destroyed hospitals, famine, collapse of infrastructure, you're looking at over 4.5 million deaths. Let that sit with you. Millions. And that's just the part we can count. So let me ask you something. What exactly did we win? Did your life get better? Did your health care improve? Did your kids' schools get stronger? Did your roads get safer? Did your cost of living go down? Did your future feel more secure? Or did you just get told to tighten your belt while someone else got rich off chaos? Because that's the part that should make you furious. Not just the money, not just the death, but the gaslighting. The constant, endless gaslighting. We can't afford to help our own people, but we can afford war. We have to make tough choices. But those choices somehow never touch the people making them. You need to be realistic. No, you need to wake up, because this isn't about left or right anymore. This is about priorities so distorted they border on insanity. We are a country that somehow found trillions to destroy, but hesitates to spend billions to heal. And then they look you in the eye and tell you there's no money. There was always money. It just wasn't meant for you.